Hey guys, black fly season is over and mosquito season is here. So today's video is going to be all about water. As many of you know, we are looking into putting a bathhouse into the back of the off-grid cabin, and we'd like to look at some different plans for hot water. We do have an instantaneous hot water heater right now, but I've had another offer extended to me. I'll go ahead and I'll show you what that is a little bit later in this video. Sorry, but I'm getting chewed up. Yeah, I'm excited to share this with you. Whether you are a camper or whether you have your own off-grid cabin, I think this information may be useful to you. Sorry for the bright light. But this is going to be the area when we come out of the back of the cabin. We would like to go ahead and put a bathhouse here. We decided we're going to put the bathhouse as a separate building up on skids. And we're going to keep it close to the back of the cabin here, so that in the future, if we want to enclose it and put a hallway in connecting or a porch connecting that back door to the front door of the bathhouse, we can heat it all as one building, but yet have the luxury of, if we ever do decide to move this cabin to another property, we can detach it and take both buildings with us. So that's the plan. There's all kind of wasted space down here. You can see we got to clean it up and do something with it. And we figured this would be a cute way to put the bathhouse somewhere where aesthetically it's going to, not be seen from the road. It'll be hidden away back here and keep the camp looking nice. So as we start this process of getting this ready to put the bathhouse in, I think at the beginning of this series, we're going to do most of the work back at my primary residence. I want to build all the walls and everything for it back at home, because we are entering mosquito season, and right now I've got about a 2-hour window where the mosquitoes haven't quite, I don't know if they haven't woken up yet or what the right word is for it, but they haven't found us. And last night when we got up here to the cabin, we were just about carried away. We had the door open long enough to get the family in the cabin and to get our luggage into the cabin. And I think for the next 3 hours, we were killing mosquitoes. They were that thick. And if you're not from the north woods of, like the UP, or we're actually on Wisconsin side of the border, mosquitoes up here are just terrible this year. We have a huge bumper crop. So we're going to go ahead and start building this stuff at home. And so next time you see me, next clip, we'll be downstate. And I've got a new product that was given to us. I'm not sure. I haven't made my mind up if we're going to use this or not, but it is another instantaneous water heater, and this will give you at least a second option as to how we take our showers and how we're going to supply hot water to the bathhouse. So, all right, let's get away from these mosquitoes. If you can't tell by the camera bouncing around, they are nailing me. So let's get out of here and let's get to work. Hey guys, this is much better. No mosquitoes. So a while back I did a video on instantaneous water heater that we had chose for our off-grid cabin, and I got roughly about 50,000 views, and there was just a boatload of questions about the water heater, and people asked me what other heaters are out there, what other options do we have. And so I thought I'd do a follow-up video. And this heater is an instantaneous water heater that's made by a company called Camplux. It's a totally different heater than the instantaneous water heater that I have chosen for my cabin, but I thought this would be a great alternative to share with you guys, because we have a ton of RVers and campers that watch the channel, and different off-grid cabins that have different scenarios. This water heater, the difference between this one and my other heater, this one is not all inclusive as far as your water source goes. You do have to have water ready at your cabin. One example I can use is Off Grid with Jay and Jen have a heater similar to this one where their cabin is powered by a 12-volt pump, and that would work perfect in this situation. If you don't have a water source where you can connect a hose to, this is not the correct heater for you. So anyways, I figured let's go ahead and let's review this, because a vast majority of my audience does have a water source already. So it does not come with a hose. I simply just grabbed a braided hose off my work truck. It's probably going to leak a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. When I go ahead and install it at the cabin, I'll make sure I'll tighten the fittings up appropriately so that it doesn't leak. But let's show you how this works. It comes already with a gas line and a gas regulator. If you're not familiar with gas regulators usually work best when they are in a horizontal position. We'll go ahead and we'll screw this onto my propane tank, and I'll turn the gas all the way on, and it's as simple a setup as that. I already connected a hose from the bottom of the unit to my lawn faucet. I'm going to go ahead and turn the hose on right now for demonstration purposes. And I'm not sure if you can hear that clicking, but when I first turned it on, the igniter fired up right away, so I know the igniter is working. And that brings up a great point. How does the igniter work? Unlike my other instantaneous water heater where it has a lithium-ion battery in and you have to charge it as you use it, this one simply just works with 2 D-cell batteries. So at the end of the year, if you don't want to have to worry about winterizing or charging your batteries, this you just simply replace the batteries on. The spray head has 3 functions. It has a stream setting, it has a massage setting, and then has a combination of both. It has an on and off control switch where if you want to save propane, you're not taking a shower and you're soaping up, let's say, or lathering yourself up, and you don't want to be wasting the water that you do have, or wasting your propane. When you turn off the spray head and it's not operating, this is not burning. So as soon as I turn it on, I don't know if you can hear the clicking, but that clicking is my igniter getting ready to turn on. There, it just turned on. So I had a little bit of air in the system, took a little bit longer. It comes with 3 different settings that we talked about. I'm going to choose for demonstration purposes just to have the regular shower stream. On this nozzle right here, this affects how much water flow comes out. You can either have it real light, say if you have younger children or a baby that you want to shower down, you can have on a very tender stream, or if you're like me, you can crank her up and have a good solid stream. And then the volume or the temperature of your water is controlled by this other knob, which you can either turn it down if you don't want real hot water, or I like really hot showers, so I crank it up, and right now that's pretty toasty. Let's play with this for a little bit here. Here's that massage mode, and then you can crank it up to have both massage and the stream on there. So okay, other things I can tell you about this unit: it does come with plastic legs in case if you're just, you know, outside and you have an outdoor shower. You can just go ahead and set it on the ground. This stand is removable. It does come with a mounting plate where you can attach it to the back of your wall, and it's perfectly good just to sit there. The manufacturer does recommend that you have it in an area that's very well ventilated, and I think they do that just to cover their butt. But it's a great another option. You know, if you're interested in this water heater, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the video description as to where you can purchase it. But familiarize yourself with instantaneous water heaters. Know exactly what applications you want. If you need one that's going to suck water into the system from like a river or from a lake or a 5-gallon bucket or whatever you have, this probably isn't going to be the one that you want. But if you do already have a water source that you can hook a garden hose up to, I think this will work just perfect. So, all right, I hope this helps some of you guys out. I want to say thank you to my friend Keith and Brooke, our friends Keith and Brooke. They are regular subscribers who last week they went ahead and donated some more money to the channel. They did that by clicking on the super like button, and that money will go towards the build of the bathhouse. If you're interested in donating, that's a sure tell way of how you can do it. And yeah, I'd like to thank them again for their generosity. It's greatly appreciated. I hope this video helped you guys out. We'll catch you next time on Carl's Off the Grid.